Sleep. Hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Senator Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Friday, March the 24th, 2023. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Annie Kamp and Susie Graham Slick. So without further ado, here's a birthday song for the two of you. Hey, Annie. Hey, Susie. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I must say. You know, you're 1 year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Sue, or Susie. Sorry. Say Susie. Hey, Annie. Hey, yeah, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Today. It's your happy birthday day today. All right, all right, all right. So glad I got that chance to shout out to you. Actually, it's somebody else's birthday yesterday. My grandson. Is that right? Oh, let me get this right. Let me get this right. Little Mr. Oliver, yeah, was yesterday. And so I sent him a personal one on his page, but I didn't include him on the show because, well, you know, TV grandpa ought to at least acknowledge his grandson's birthday for sure, for sure. So, without further ado, hey Oliver, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, yesterday, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you enjoyed your birthday yesterday because, well, it was your special birthday day. Yes, your special birthday day. Happy birthday, little man. Alrighty. Now, Stevie Grandpa, shouting it out to ya. Oh, let's see what else we got going on here today. Just gonna go on. It's cold outside. Oh, it's cold outside. Let's keep it outdoors, 'cause it's a cold outside. Oh, I've already filled my drawers. That was yesterday. That was a mess, I tell you. Sorry about that, folks. I just had to let you know. Yesterday was a mess. Ugh, I'm sorry. But for folks in my physical condition, uh, 43 degrees temperature out there today was the high today. Um, and so, that being said, it's going to get down a whole another 3 degrees tonight overnight. So, 43 down to 40. Rain early and then remaining cloudy with showers overnight. Low temperatures around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Northeast winds shifting to westward winds at 10 to 25 miles per hour. Chances of rain 100%. Rainfall around a half an inch. And then for tomorrow, Saturday, cloudy skies early, followed by partially clearing skies, highs around 58 degrees Fahrenheit, winds west to northwest at 10 to 20%. Mostly clear skies overnight, low temperatures of 40 degrees Fahrenheit, winds light and variable. East to southeast at about 4 miles per hour. And then for Sunday, March the 26th, partly cloudy skies with high temperatures around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, winds southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Rain showers in the evening will envelop into more steady rain overnight. Low rain, low temperatures around 40 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 90%. Rainfall near quarter of an inch. Now Monday, March the 27th, cloudy skies with high temperatures of 56 degrees Fahrenheit, northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies with showers cloudy with showers and low temperatures of 36 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain 40%. And then Tuesday, March the 28th, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High temperatures 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight. Low temperatures of 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast, Wednesday, March the 29th. Generally sunny skies despite a few afternoon clouds. High temperatures of 58 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies early will become overcast later during the night. Low temperatures of 46 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Yes, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church which was brought to you today. Located at 4052 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. So, don't forget, we've got Wednesday night Bible studies at 7 p.m. online. You can Zoom it, or you can come on into the church at 2054 Campus Drive, or then you can, sorry about that. My blood pressure is slowly going out. At least today I'm not having any issues of not being able to reach my water. That I can do. There we go. Give me just a second. Just let that blood flow back through. Let the blood flow through your veins and let it flow now till it remains within your blood veins. Oh, I let the blood flow. I said, let the blood flow in your veins. Oh, let the blood flow and let it remain. Oh, let the blood flow. Okay, here we go. We're back. Oh, we're back. All right. Sorry about that. I hate it when that happens. Anyway, like I said, at least today I don't have any problems getting in my water. There you go. Hey, hey, hey. We love it. We love it. We do. We do. We do. Because remember the other day, on the Wednesday. Oh, I guess I turned that off. Wednesday on the 22nd. Yeah, on March the 22nd, bum, bum, bum. On March the 22nd, bum, bum, bum. Oh, what a day, a wonderful day, a wonderful day. Actually, that was 25th. Anyway, the 22nd, boy, I tell you, I had a little trouble getting to that water for sure, for sure, for sure. I did. Let me check something out. I just want to check something out just to see if I can check something out. Really, I do. I just do. C and D up a DVD Bali. Help, Charlotte. Help, me baby. Wake up. Helping hands. Go to sleep. La 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 da dee. Ba da 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 dee doom. Ba da 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 dee dum. Ba da 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 dee dee da 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 dee dum. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba da ba ba. Ba dee 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 dum. Bop. Ba 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 boom 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 boom. Ba 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 boom 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 boom. Bop bop bop. Bop 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 boom bop 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 bop. Chop ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. Yeah, let's see. There's my show, Warren. So anyway, I guess thrift shop's still up and running. So we don't want to 416 South Fifth Street, St. Charles, Missouri. Or sorry, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Closed on Sundays. So remember, that is Helping Hands Thrift Shop, Thrift Store, and Foster Care Closet. Yes, that's right, Foster Care Closet VIP group. Oh, I see. Why, they've got 2 pages. About the VIP group and the regular foster care, Helping Hands Foster Care, Thrift Store, and Foster Care Closet. So they are still up and running. So hey, it's a good thing I checked over there just to see, because they're in transition. I'm not sure what's going on over there. They're doing this and they're doing that. I wonder just where they're at. But yeah, they're there. So 416 South Fifth Street, in St. Charles, Missouri. Get on over there. That's thrift shop. You can't beat it. For sure, for sure. Go in there and say hi to Bev. Tell her Shenandoah sent you, and you're sure to get a great big smile. That's for sure. Alrighty, already then. Oh, and I'll tell you what, you'll get the Shen Show discount. Don't forget, when you get over there, you ask them for the Shen Show discount, and that's what you'll get for sure, for sure. And she'll make sure you get it. Now, of course, the Shen Show discount is a wink and a smile, but hey, she'll be much more than happy to give it to you. For sure, for sure. All right, alrighty then. A water, cool, clear water, water. I'd like a drink of water every now and then. And you know how you get that water? You have to work for the water. You really do. So let's call it song lyrics Desert Pete. And you have to work for it. And the way you work for it is you find yourself a little pump. And well, let's get out there and figure out how to get to that pump. All right. Well, I was traveling west of Buckskin on my way to a cattle run. Across a little cactus desert under a hot blistering sun. Well, I was thirsty down to my toenails and stopped me to rest upon the stump. But I tell you, I just couldn't believe it when I saw that water pump. Well, I took it to be a mirage at first. Well, it'll fool the thirsty man. And then I saw that note stuck there in a baking powder can. This pump is old, the note began, but she's a works, so give her a try. I put a new sucking washer in her so you might find the leather dry. You've got to prime the pump, you must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold, wash your face, clean your feet. I'll leave the bottle full for others. Think you kindly desert beat. I'll leave the bottle full for others. Think you kindly desert beat. Yeah, you'll have to prime the pump and work that handle like there's a fire. Under that rock over there, you'll find some water, and I left there in a bitters jar. Now, there's just enough to prime that pump, so don't you go drinking first. You just pour it in and pump like mad, and buddy, you'll quench your thirst. You've got to prime the pump. You must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. Leave the bottle full for others. Then you kindly desert feet. Well, I found the jar, and I tell you, nothing was ever prettier to my eyes. And I was tempted mighty strong to drink it, but because that pump there, it looked mighty dry. But the note went on. Have faith, my friend. There's water down below. You've got to give before you get. And, well, I'm one who ought to know. So I poured it in, and I heard that I poured in that jar, and I started pumping, and I heard a beautiful sound of bubbling and splashing up out of that hole in the ground. Yes, water was coming up, and I took it off of my shoes, and I drunk my fill, and I cooled that refreshing drink. I thank the Lord, and I thank that pump, and well, I thank old Desert Pete. You've got to prime the pump. You must have faith and believe. You must give of yourself before you're worthy to receive. Drink all the water you can hold. Wash your face, cool your feet. I leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly, Desert Pete. Drink all the water you can hold. Cool your face, wash your feet. I leave the bottle full for others. Thank you kindly, Desert Pete. Well, there you go. Diddly-dee-bum, biddly-dee-bum, biddly-dee-bum, bum 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 bum. Who wrote the book of love? What you call love? He rode easy in the saddle. He was tall and lean, and at first you'd thought nothing but a streak of mean could make a man look so downright strong. But one look in his eyes, and you'd know you was wrong. He was a mountain of a man, and I want you to know He could preach hot hell or freezing snow. He carried a Bible in a canvas sack, and folks just called him the Reverend Mr. Black. He was poor as a beggar, but he rode like a king. Sometimes in the evenings I'd hear him sing. I gotta walk that lonesome valley. I gotta walk it by myself. Oh, nobody else can walk it for me. I gotta walk it by myself. You gotta walk that lonesome valley. You gotta walk it by yourself. Oh, nobody else can walk it for you. You gotta walk it by yourself. If ever I could have thought this man in black was soft and had any yellow up his back, I gave that notion up the day a lumberjack came in, and it wasn't to pray. Yeah, he kicked open the meeting house door, and he cussed everybody up and down the floor. And then when things got quiet in that place, he walked up to the preacher and he cussed the preacher in the face. He hit that reverend like a kick of a mule, and to my way of thinking, it took a real fool to turn the other face to that lumberjack, but that's what he did. And the Reverend Mr. Black, he stood like a rock, a man among men, and he let that lumberjack hit him again. And then, with a voice as quiet as could be, he cut him down like a big oak tree when he said, I've got to walk that lonesome valley. I've got to walk it by myself. Oh, ain't nobody else can walk it for me. I've got to walk it by myself. You've got to walk that lonesome valley. You've got to walk it by yourself, and nobody else can walk it for you. You've got to walk it by yourself. It's been many years since we had a part, and I guess I learned his way by heart. I can still hear his summons ring down in that valley where he used to sing. I followed him, yes, sir, and I didn't regret it. And I hope I will always be of credit to his memory. Because, well, I want you to understand that Reverend Mr. Black was my old man. I've got to walk that lonesome valley. I've got to walk it by myself. Oh, ain't nobody else can walk it for me. I've got to walk it by myself. All right, there you go. Hey, that was Reverend Mr. Black. That wasn't exactly the song I was looking for, but hey, diddle diddly 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 do. All right. Oh, Lord of mine, you feel my temperature rise. Is that a higher? They got lots of them here, boy, I tell you. Do-ba-bum-ba-bum-ba-bum. Do-do-do-lee-ba-bum. Biddy-do-ba-bum. Ba-ba-da-bing. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum-ba-bum. Do-wop-a-do-wop-a-do-wop-wop. Ba-bum-be-da-bum. Bo-bo-da-da-bum. Dee-da-ba-bum. Ba-dee-da-dee-dum. Boo-doo-bum. Ba-dee-doo-ba-bum-ba-bum. I'm looking, folks. I'm looking for a little bit more. All right. Well, there was another song I was thinking of this morning that I'm going to have to do. Really. Hey, Lori. Hello. We got in-show commentary with Lori Moore. Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. I haven't seen you in, well, quite a while. You just don't get on here. But then again, I haven't let you know that I was going live. And I did today, and so here you are. Yep, glad to see you. It was getting to a point where I was seeing Rachel more than I was seeing you, so I was beginning to wonder if she is okay. I left you a couple of messages over there on Facebook to see if you is okay. Oh yeah, beautiful weather. All the rain coming down. All the rain's coming down. Gonna flood me out, gonna wash me over to your side of town. That's right. Oh, sorry. I just kind of ad-libbed it. You know me. I can make a song out of any time. But the song I was mentioning, the song I was fixing to sing was, is it Betty Lou or Bobby Sue? I haven't been on much. I'm on every day. You know I'm on every day. Yeah, but yeah. Oh, you haven't been on much. Gotcha. Gotcha. You haven't been on every day. I've been here every day. Like clockwork. Every day. It's either Betty Lou or Bobby Sue or something like that. I think it's Bobby Sue. Song lyrics Bobby Sue. Yep, that's who it is. Well, I heard it from a friend of mine. He said she lived across the county line. The sweetest grape I ever growed on the vine. And now that's where I'm spending all my time. Her daddy Robert and her mama Ruth. They had a daughter they named Bobby Sue. And now she's 18 and she knows the truth. Nobody's gonna tell her what to do. Bobby Sue. Oh, can't you see my love is true? I wanna marry you. Bobby Sue. I take her riding on a Friday night, straight down the highway to the clear moonlight. My Chevy's humming as she holds me tight. We'll finance a preacher and we'll do it upright. Her daddy told her that she'd have to wait. Her mama said, don't make a big mistake. But we will keep driving till we're out of the state. And when they find a seat be too late. Ba-ba, 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 Sue. Can't you see my love is true? I want to marry you. Ba-ba, 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 Sue. I said ba-ba, 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 Sue. Can't you? I see I want to marry you. Oh, Bob Sue. Can't you see my love is true? There you go. Do 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 do. I've been that song's been on my brain all morning, so I had to get it out. You know what a worm song is? A worm song is one of them that's wormed its way, yeah, from your ear into your brain, and you can't get it out unless you sing it somewhere out loud for other people to hear, so it's in their brain. So the rest of the day, guess what you get to do? Walk around your house going ba ba bobby, ba ba bobby sing, ba ba bobby, ba ba bobby sing, ba ba bobby, ba ba bobby sing. But it's your song now. Let it worm into your brain. It's done gone out of mine. Hurrah, hooray. I tell you, well, I am getting used to the dentures, this look. I don't know. But I tell you what, these colors are really good on me today. Well, I guess it's because of that door background and the yellow and the brown. And oh, I tell you, maybe I'm a fall color kind of guy. Don't always have to wear blue. Wow. Surprised me. It's something brand new. Got the fall colors are going on, and it's true. They're looking good. Then again, I was born in October, so that makes sense to me. We got the fall colors on, and well, that's Peach King. You know what I didn't do yet? I didn't do no stories for the kids. Do you think I should? Think I should tell a nice little story for the kids? Well, okay. No, I'm gonna be dancing like Tom Cruise in Risky Business. Oh yeah, well, just take those old records off the shelf. I'm gonna sit and listen to myself. All today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. You don't take me to a disco. You won't even get me out on the floor. Oh, baby, it's no place to go. I like that old time of rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. I said, I like that old time of rock and roll. The kind of music just so soothes the soul. Oh, don't get that miserable. I like that old time of rock and roll. And that was off the top. That was just off memory. That wasn't no There wasn't no cheating like I always do, pulling up song lyrics and whatnot. Song lyrics, old time rock and roll. I just old time. I'll just take those old records off of my shelf. I'll sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes or so, I'll be late for the door. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. Oh, I reminisce about the days of old. With that old time of rock and roll. Oh, 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 oh. I won't go to here. No, and play no tango. I'd rather hear some blues and funky old soul. Oh, the only one sure way to get me to go is start up playing that old time of rock and roll. I said, call me Robert, they call me, but you will say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music that soothes your soul. I reminisce about the days of old. Oh, with that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes us all. I reminisce about the days of old. Oh, with that old time of rock and roll. I still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just oozes old. I reminisce about the days of old. With that old time of rock and roll. All right. All right. There you go. That was the real one. The whole one. All of it. All right. We got to change up our thing up here. Like in-show commentary with Lori Moore, a.k.a. Lori Taylor, a.k.a. Thumper. Correct number. Choose to cap that. Correct NGO. Choose to. Cut that. Paste that. Select all. Paste that. Go to sleep. There we go. Had to put you in there. You got your credits in. You got your credits in. You're down below again. Now you're down below again. You got your credits in. So now you're in the whatever the little thing down below is about the show or whatever happened in the show. I didn't do any friends today, so you're the only person on the list except for birthday people. Yep, and I didn't even do Pokey Pals, so you're got a double ringer. Da 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 dee dum dum. Da 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 dee dee. Just to let you know it's you, and to let you know it's me. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna do essential story time for the kids. That's right. TV Grandpa's gonna tell her story to the kids. That's right. Oh, let's see. Let's see. How is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, do you remember? Oh, where you going to be? Do you remember? Oh, what kind of story you shall be? Boo 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 boo. Beedle deedle dee boo boo boo. Boop bada beep bada. Bada dee 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 bubble bubble. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. We'll go off of this chart. Oh, yeah. No, no, we won't. No, we won't. Belly jeans, just for fat guys. I said they're belly jeans. They're just for fat guys. You can tell by the way he walks. He is rolling in his socks. Belly jeans, just for fat guys. I said the belly jeans. They're just for. Oh, wait a minute. That's Billie Jean, isn't it? I don't know. What story should I tell? Peter Rabbit and his friend little Thumper? Well, that would be in Disney's story. Disney stories. Those would be oh, 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 hey, 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 oh, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, be bam, be bam, be. Bedtime story, Bambi. Bambay. The story of Bambay, life in the woods. One day, a deer was born. He was born. He didn't just come up out of nothing. He was born. And his name was Bambay. His mother washed him all over with her large tongue. Bambay was cleaned by his mother's tongue. Bambay, she said, my little Bambay. The young Bambay was curious about everything. He learned he was a deer, and so was his mother. He learned there are other deer in the forest, and someday he would meet them. He learned the trails his mother followed were made by the deer, bugs and critters, small and sounds and smells, and so many wonders to explore. Sometimes on the trail, suddenly his mother would stop and stand still. She would open her ears wide and listen for from all directions. First over there and then over here. And Bombay would wait. At last, when she said, it's all right, there's no danger, we can go. And then the two of them would start on the trail again. But he did not know why they had to do this. One day his mother took him to the Pheaton meadow for the very first time. He started to run out to the open clearing, but she jumped right in front of him and she said, stop. And he did. She said, stay here. I must go out first. Wait till I call for you. But if I start to run, you must turn around and run back into the woods very fast and do not stop. Do you understand me? Bambay's mother slowly stepped out into the open meadow. She sniffed all around and she looked this way and that, alert and carefully. And after a while, she said, it's fine, Bambay. Nothing to worry about. Come on. And he bounded out to meet her. Oh, what a bright sun! Back in the woods, Bambay had seen a stray sunbeam, even now and then. But here, the hot, bright sun was warm, warm, warm. Oh, and it warmed him all up. Yes, he felt the warmth and he loved it. So would I. He he felt marvelous and he jumped into the air. I would be doing some jumping too, but this 358-pound wheelchair strapped to my butt don't let me jump very high. And each time he landed on the grass, oh, he landed softer and softer. And then it was softer than any grass he had ever felt. And then he leaped back up again. Over and over he done this. In some places, the flowers were so thick that they made a sweet carpet. But what was that tiny thing dancing in the air? Look, mother, said Bambi, the flower is flying. Why, that flower must have needed to dance so much, Bambi thought, that it broke right off of its stem and raised up and danced in the air. That's not a flower, Bambi, said his mother. It's a butterfly. Then, thump, 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 on a rock was a young hare, a rabbit, thumping his foot. Hello there, uh, smiled the hare, raising one tall ear. Do you want to play? Sure, said Bambi. Catch me. The hare hopped off the rock into the grass, hop, hop, hopping away. And Bambi was a bit faster and running and jumping, but hare was better at hiding. And so the two of them had a fine time. Yep, on top of the flowers, a tall, flanky black and white tail was sliding over to them. Why, I didn't know. Said, why, I'd know that tail anywhere, said the hare. It's my friend, Skunk. I think the hare's name was uh, Thumper, but it's surely not saying it. But we're going to use that name, ain't we? I'd know that tail anywhere, said Thumper. It's my friend Skunk, and he's under the flowers, Skunk. And sure enough, a black and white head popped right up. This is Bambi, said Thumper. And so the three of them were exploring the meadow, sniffing its rich, deep smells. And after a while, here came the Thumper and Skunk came, or Thumper and Skunk had to go home. And Bambi looked around. Mother, where are you? At the far side of the meadow, he saw her with a creature that looked just like her. Well, Bambi, can't come meet my sister, Ina, called Bambi's mother, and her two little ones. Bambi hopped right over the two fawns, little feline, and her brother Gobo were running in and out of their mother's legs. Feline gave a leap and landed right in front of Bambi, and then jumped back to Gobo with care, while Bambi stepped up to her, and Feline hopped over to one side, and Gobo followed. And soon the three of them were chasing each other up and down the grass. Now run off and play, all of you, said Bambi's mother. And every day after that, the three young deer played and chattered. They raced and chased, and they nibbled many strawberries and blueberries on the bushes. And sometimes they just talked. One day, Bambi said, do you know what the dangers means? Something very bad, whispered Gobo. But what is it? Said Bambi. I know what danger is, said Feline. It's what you run away from. But soon they were chasing and playing again. Bambi's mother and Ina came up. Come on now, they said. It's time to go home. Well, far off at the top of the hill, two large proud deer came into view with enormous heads of antlers. Turning to them, Feline said, Who are they? Those are your fathers, said Ina. So if you are smart and don't run into danger, said Bambi's mother to her son, someday you will grow up as big and handsome as your father, and you will have antlers too. Well, Bambi's heart swelled with pride. As Bambi grew, he learned how to sniff the air. He could tell if his friends uh, Thumper was coming, or if a fox had just trodden by. He could tell if it would rain soon. And one afternoon came a raging storm. Lightning flashed and thunder crashed, and Bambi thought the end of the world had come. But when he lay by his mother's side, he felt safe. One day, when Bambi wandered about in the woods, he came upon a sharp, unpleasant smell. Curious, he followed it. It led to a clearing where stood a strange creature. He had never seen such a creature. It stood up on its rear legs and its two arms. It held something long and black. Could it be a third leg? Well, the smell of the creature somehow filled him with terror, and the creature raised its long black arm. In a flash, Bambi's mother rushed up to him. Run, Bambi, run as fast as you can. Bambi's mother bounded over shrubs and bushes. He kept play peace beside her tail. He kept pace beside her tail, and they were back in their leafy home. Later, Bambi's mother said, Did you see the human? Bambi nodded, Yes. That's the one who brings danger. Oh, she said, and both of them shuddered while Bambi was still growing. And the first time he woke to find his mother gone from his side, he was scared. It was early in the morning and still dark. Mother, mother, he called, and a large shadow appeared, bigger than his mother. Standing before a pool of moonlight, a great old buck looked proud and stern. Who are you calling? Said the buck with a frown. Can't, uh, can't you take care of yourself? Bambi did not dare answer. He lowered his head in shame. Look up, said the old buck. Listen to me. Watch, smell, find out for yourself, and you will be fine on your own. The leaves fell, and Bambi grew even taller. His mother started leaving him alone more and more, letting him meet others, deers, and creatures of the forest. Feline, Gobo, Thumper, and Flower. It says skunk, but we all know his name was Flower. Thumper and Flower, and were still Bambi's best friends. But he also found other creatures facing fascinating to watch and sometimes fun to play with. One wet winter day, the terrible smell of humans swept across the forest. The scent was so strong that there had to be many humans in a group. Most animals quickly fled out of danger, but some were not so as lucky. With the hunters' loud noises and great power, many animals were killed, and one of them was Bambi's mother. After that terrible day, Bambi felt lost. He wandered about how wondered about how could this awful thing have happened. Suddenly, the great old buck stepped out in front of him. Where are you out in the were you out in the meadow when it happened? The old buck said. Yes, said Bambi. Go to sleep. And you're not calling and you're not calling for your mother? Said the buck. Suddenly Bambi felt full of courage. I can take care of myself, he said, looking up, and the great old buck smiled. Listen to me, he said. Smell, watch, learn, and learn to live and be careful. Find out for yourself. Now, farewell. And he vanished into the deep forest. Well, winter came, strong and bitter. Cold winds swept through the woods. Deep snow covered the forest. And then there was food. No food, little food to eat. Well, Bambi felt hungry and cold all the time. Nearly all the bark on the trees had been peeled away by hungry deer. Still, the cold wind blistered on day after day. Gobbo had always been smaller than Bambi and feline. He shivered all the time. He could hardly stand up anymore. One day, a flock of crows flew over, yelling loudly, Call, call! And the geese also screamed in the sky, Quack, 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 quack. They warned of humans coming again. Well, Hare hopped up. I'm sorry, Thumper hopped up and down in alarm. We're surrounded. They are everywhere. A single boom crashed like thunder, and one goose fell from the sky. All the animals ran like mad, even the tiny titmouse. Another short crash like thunder, and a fox fell down on the forest floor. Bang, bang! Here called out, Thumper called out to Bambi, You have to get out of here, Bambi. And Thumper started to bound away. But that Gobbo lying in the snow. Gobbo, said Bambi, where is your mother and father? Microphone off. I fell down, said Gobbo. I'm too weak. You go on, Bambi. And another young deer bounded by, and Bambi ran. Don't just stand there if you can run. He took off like the wind, and as Bambi ran along, he called behind him, I will come back for you, Gobbo. Bambi ran and ran, and soon the sound of that boomed as loud as thunder grew more and more distant. Well, then, when Bambi returned to where Gobbo had been, there was no trace of him, not even his tracks, just big tracks. Feline and her mother were pacing around the spot. What has become of him? Wild Ina. By, but they all knew. They could smell it. A human had come and had taken Gobbo away. Weeks passed, and at last little sprigs of fresh green grass popped up through the snow. There more and more troughs of green, and then more and more troughs of green. What was left of the snow melted away. On Bambi's uh, head, he felt he could feel the weight of his first fast growing antlers. As the trees and bushes turned green and the weather warmed, All the animals started to act so oddly. Birds fluttered about two by two, and so many creatures, large and small, were in pairs. His friend, Flower, spent all his time with a girl skunk and hardly noticed Bambi. Even his friend Thumper seemed in a daze for staring at a girl rabbit and thumping his foot. What happened to my friends? Said Bambi. I am alone. There was a rustling in the leaves behind him. There stood Feline, but she was grown up now, like he was, and each of them were thinking, how different you look. And they gazed at each other and they smiled. If it has been a long time since we saw each other, said Feline. Yes, I know, said Bambi. They talked of old times. Do you remember playing tag on the meadows? Yes, said one. Do you remember all the berries on the bushes we ate? Said the other. The two seemed to understand each other perfectly. A fat deer came up to them, sniffing the air. Sister, do you not know me? Feline and Bambi turned in amazement. Gobo? They rushed up to him in joy. So, you're not dead, said Bambi. Where have you been? Said Feline. Gobo told his story. While I was with a human, I have seen a lot more than the rest of you all together. Dogs had found him when he lay in the snow, and they barked, and the human came and he carried Gobo to the place where he lived. It was as warm as summer inside, said Gobo. Rain may have poured outside, but not inside where humans live. It is always dry and warm, and there is always something to eat, too. Turnips, hay, potatoes, carrots, yams. Weren't you afraid, though? Said Feline. No, the humans wouldn't hurt me. If he loves you, or if you serve him, he's good to you, said Gogo. They all loved me there. The children petted me. The great old buck strode out from the bushes. What kind of band is that you have on your neck? It's a halter I wear, said Gogo. It's a great honor to wear the human's halter. Be silent, said the great buck. You poor thing. He turned and was gone. One day, when Gobo and Bambi were together, they smelled the scent of a human. We must hide at once, said Bambi. No need for that, said Gobo. The humans know me. And then, all at once, a sharp bang, and Gobo fell down. Fortunately, the humans never came after Gobo. Instead, when the scent of the humans went away, Bambi pulled his friend to a leafy place where he could rest and be out of danger. Bambi knew what weeds his mother used to eat to heal a wound faster, and so he brought the weeds to Gobo. He wondered, why must this always happen to us? Bambi thought at the great old buck of the great old buck who had said, "Find out for yourself." Find out what? Feline and Ina brought Gobo food and visited him for hours, and Bambi often came by too, until Gobo was healed. The wounds from the great old buck still fresh in his head. The words of the great old buck still fresh in his head. Learn to live and be careful. Bambi was starting to understand. Seasons came and seasons went. Bambi grew still taller. His antlers were nearly fully grown now, and one day Bambi caught a new warning smell in the air. It was a hot and smoky smell. A flock of crows rushed overhead, crowing loudly, "Fire! Fire! Fire!" And once the animals were running and running fast as they could. It wasn't easy to run away from fire. Sometimes it seemed to rush in front of you or in different directions. Yes, after hours went by of flames and smoke, the fire started to wind down at last. The smell of fire was fading too. The great old buck stopped in front of Bambi. His head was gray now, but he still bore his antlers with pride. "Come with me," he said in a serious way. "I want to show you something before I go." He led Bambi through the woods to a burned out village. Mixed along with the smell of fire was the same awful smell of humans that had sent terror to their hearts again and again. "Do not be afraid," said the old buck. Closer and closer they went to the village. "Look, Bambi," he said. There in front of them were dozens of huts. Each one had burned, some almost to the ground. Others burned mostly on the roof. The village was empty. "You see, Bambi," said the old buck, "the house of the humans gets burned by fire, just like places where we stay in the woods. The human isn't above us. We are just the same. Do you understand me, Bambi? Fire burns the woods where we live, and it burns the villages of humans too," said Bambi. "We are not different from humans. We are not so different from humans. We both live under the same great powers in this world," said the great old buck. "Yes," said Bambi. "Now I can go," said the great old buck. "Don't follow me. My time is up. Goodbye, my son. I love you. I certainly loved you, and so." Now Bambi had become a full buck himself. His antlers spiked and gleamed in the sun. Sometimes he would visit the corner of the woods where he had spent his childhood. So some of the trails were still there. Once in a while, wandering uh, there, he saw Gobo and his sister Feline. When he saw Feline, his heart beat faster. He wanted to rush to her. He gazed after her. Finally, she was gone. And then he heard the call of two little fawns. "Mother, mother," they called. "Can't you stay by yourselves?" said Bambi. The little brother and sister were too much in awe of the great buck to answer Bambi. Bambi thought, "This little fellow pleases me. He reminds me of the dear face I used to see when I looked into the brook years ago. Perhaps I'll meet him again. The little girl is nice too. Feline looked like that one once." "Listen to me," said Bambi to the two fawns. "You must watch, listen, find out for yourselves, and you will be fine on your own." And that, my friends, was the end of Bambi. There you go. How was that, Miss Thumper? Hey, I got two fans out there listening to the show. I certainly do. How'd you like TV Grandpa for friend two? We got friend one and friend two. Lori is friend one. She was here first. who is friend too. Jump on in, leave a message. But that's TV Grandpa, and that's because I've got three grandkids that I don't get to see very often, and so therefore I tell them stories on the show. So there you go. That's the TV Grandpa uh, portion of the program. All right, hey, uh, Oliver and Willow and Leroy. There you go. There's your TV Grandpa story time for today. Hope you took a nappy. All right. Anyway, oh no, we don't want to say nappy because that was a dirty diaper. It was. That's what my daughter called them, nappies. Ooh, here's a nappy. Ick. Gotta throw away a nappy. What do I do with a nappy? I don't know. I digress. Anyway, where are we going? Oh, it's daily bread portion of the program time. You know, the daily bread portion of the program, it's going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2023. Sorry. Between you and me, it's not 2022, it's 2023. The Bible with Briscoe 2023 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 will be Joshua 16 through 18 and Luke 2 1 through 24. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2023 for your daily reading of the Bible. Daily Bread portion of the program, today's devotion in the Daily Bread will be recognizing God's voice. It's the deep, low sounding one. No, wait a minute, that ain't right. Today's scripture and insight is Acts 20, 22 through 32. That's a whole 10 verses. And now, compelled by the Spirit, I am going to Jerusalem, not knowing what will happen to me there. I only know that in every city the Holy Spirit warns me that prison and hardships are facing me. However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me. The task of testifying to the good news of God's grace. Now I know that none of you among whom I have gone about preaching the kingdom will ever see me again. Therefore I declare to you today that I am innocent of the blood of any of you, for I have not hesitated to proclaim to you the whole will of God. Keep watching over yourselves and all the flock, of which the Holy Spirit has made you overseers. Be shepherds, be the church of God, which he brought with his own which he bought with his own blood. I know that after I leave, savage wolves will come in among you and will not spare the flock. Even from your own number, men will arise and distort the truth in order to draw away disciples after them. And so be on your guard. Remember that for 3 years I never stopped warning each of you night and day with tears. Now I commit you to God and to the word of his grace, which can build you up and give you an inheritance among all those who are sanctified. There you go. That was Acts 20, 22 through 32, which is recognizing God's voice. So there you have it. All right. All right. Hip hop, hippy dippy top. You got to hip to the hop, to the hippy dippy top. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. One more spasm for me. One more spasm. Don't you see? Hey, it's 7 o'clock. No wonder I'm having spasms. All right. Hey, my friends. Hey, that looks like the end of the Shen show. I hope y'all are happy and satisfied. Hope you got a good sound out of it. Boy, I ran it over a bit long, didn't I? It's only an hour and 15 minutes. I like it when there's commentary. Yes, I do. I like to share the show with you. Because when there's commentary, I've got feedback, it's true. I write from the face and the mouths of you. All right, here we go. I got a song for you, and it goes, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. I said goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shin Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So go back and see us tomorrow because, well, God willing, we'll be here, and we hope that you are too. Tune in a little bit later, and you can check the. I don't do the Bible with Briscoe live because, well, you know, it takes like I don't know, sometimes 40 takes to get it right. So anyway, I do what I can. So God bless y'all and have a great day, and we will check y'all tomorrow. God loves you. I'll be back. Try to get. Well, no, I guarantee I will not be here at 5 p.m. I have an interview for a roommate coming in at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So give me some prayers for that roommate situation to work out. Of course, he won't be available until like the 19th of next month, but I'm hoping all things will work out, and I hope he'll be a perfect fit. So, anyway, God bless you and good night. We'll check y'all later. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.